In 1977, humanity accidentally got a text message from space and then immediately lost it. Imagine your phone buzzes at 3 a.m. You check it. One single message appears. Hey! Then the sender disappears forever. That is basically what happened with the WOW signal. A scientist wrote "wow" on the printout because his brain short-circuited. Honestly, same. This is Science Went Wild, where the universe acts suspicious and scientists pretend they are calm. Let us talk about the weirdest radio signal Earth has ever heard. Back in the 1970s, scientists used a giant radio telescope in Ohio called the Big Ear. It sounds less like cutting-edge science and more like a superhero with a hearing problem. The whole point of this telescope was simple. Listen for alien civilizations. Imagine explaining that to your parents. What do you do for work? I listen for space people. Radio telescopes do not hear sound like ears do. Space is basically vacuum-packed nothingness. Instead, they detect radio waves. Humans use radio waves for everything: phones, Wi-Fi, and TV. Scientists thought, if aliens are advanced, maybe they use radio waves too. On the 15th of August, 1977, something happened that made astronomers spill their metaphorical coffee. The telescope detected an insanely powerful signal coming from deep space. Not from Earth, not from a satellite, not from a known planet. Deep freaking space. The signal appeared exactly near the hydrogen frequency. Okay, quick science snack. Hydrogen is the most common element in the universe. It is the universe's rice. Scientists figured if aliens wanted to send a message, they might use hydrogen frequencies. It is the universal equivalent of meeting at Starbucks. And then, the signal appeared. That made scientists sit upright like dads hearing a suspicious noise downstairs. But wait, it gets crazier. The signal lasted 72 seconds. That is the time expected if something in space passed through the telescope's view. It behaved like a real distant object, not random interference or a microwave. The signal was ridiculously strong. It came in like, "Hello Earth, fix your planet." Astronomer Jerry Ehman was reviewing printouts when he saw a strange code, 6EQUJ5. Those letters and numbers represented signal intensity. The pattern was insane. He circled it in red pen and wrote one word, "Wow." That became the official scientific name. I love scientists so much. Sometimes science sounds elegant, and sometimes it is literally, wow. Now here is the creepy part. They never found it again. Ever. Scientists pointed telescopes at the same spot over and over. Nothing. The signal vanished like a guy who says, "We should totally hang out sometime." Imagine aliens sending one message and then ghosting humanity for 50 years. Kinda rude. Naturally, people lost their minds. Was it aliens? A secret government experiment? Over the decades, scientists investigated everything: comets, satellites, and military signals. Researchers suggested the signal came from hydrogen clouds. Other scientists checked the math and said, yeah, no. The problem is the WOW signal checks too many suspicious boxes. It was narrowband. Natural objects in space usually spread radio signals across lots of frequencies. The WOW signal was laser focused. That is important because human technology works like that. Think about it. Nature is messy. Technology is organized. If you find a straight staircase, you ask questions. The signal came from the direction of Sagittarius, which contains billions of stars. The human brain cannot process that number. We just nod like idiots. There could be planets there older than Earth, civilizations older than human history. Somewhere in that cosmic ocean, something screamed loud enough for Earth to hear it once. That is horrifyingly cool. Now, let me ask you something. If aliens sent a message, would telling the entire planet be a good idea? Humans cannot even handle group chats correctly. Imagine aliens arrive and Earth starts arguing online. Meanwhile, the aliens are back in space like, absolutely not, turn the ship around. But here is where this story becomes weirdly emotional. The signal represents hope. A tiny species on a tiny rock built a giant ear to listen to the universe. For one brief moment, the universe may have answered back. That gives me chills. Even if it was not aliens, that makes it cooler. The universe can still surprise us. There are mysteries out there powerful enough to make scientists write wow like children. We live in a world where people act like everything is already discovered. Meanwhile, space is out there behaving like a mysterious neighbor dragging furniture around at midnight. We have no idea what is happening out there, And that is beautiful. What if the signal was not meant for us? What if we overheard a conversation? Imagine another civilization listening to the stars, wondering if they are alone too. Maybe they heard something once. Maybe they circled it. Maybe they wrote, "Wow." So what do you think the wow signal really was? Drop your theory in the comments. If this video broke your brain, subscribe. We are here every week taking on the biggest questions.